So tell me about yourself.
I'm currently a senior at UNC Wilmington, and I'll be graduating with a bachelor's degree in clinical research. My most recent experience in the clinical research field has been with my internship at PMG Research. I've spent the past 6 months doing coordinator duties such as study startups and study closeouts, EDC and query resolutions, helping with the daily task of a clinical trial, taking patient vitals, scheduling patients, and just helping with the daily task of a coordinator. I've really enjoyed helping and learning this field. I think that I like to connect with people and the medical field. I enjoy helping people and seeing growth and improvement in patients' overall health. And since I was a little girl, I've always wanted to work in healthcare and help out. So I think that clinical research has been a great find for me. Another goal of mine has always been to live by the coast, and ever since I moved to Wilmington, I've been so happy. I love being so close to the beach. I've also picked up the hobby of surfing, and I've become really obsessed with that. So,
What are your strengths and some of your weaknesses?
from my former waitressing job, I developed excellent customer service skills and ability to prioritize and multitask. I've worked in multiple restaurants right on the beach that are, very busy throughout the summertime. So I've learned to stay on my toes and keep busy. I've learned excellent organization skills and how to independently manage my workflow, since as a waitress you do your job by yourself. And for my internship, I also discovered I'm good at staying on task and finishing all the projects assigned to me in a timely manner. And I've learned to pay meticulous attention to detail, especially with lab processing and patient filing. And then I've also noticed that my weaknesses are definitely in Excel. I'm not very efficient with it yet. I've been talking with other interns at CROs that tell me that they use Excel often, and so I've decided to start watching YouTube videos to help further my experience with it and hopefully get a better grasp on how to work the system.
Why do you want to work for our company?
I believe that your company fits my career goals because of your dedication to bringing clinical research to as many lives as possible, and your genuine compassion for all of the patients. After doing some research, I noticed you guys had some videos of success stories from former patients, and they all seemed so happy and satisfied with their improvements in their health. So I feel like I could, benefit from this, and it inspired me to want to be a part of these accomplishments.
I see on your resume you have experience with EDC and query resolutions. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so as an intern at PMG, I've become really efficient with Metadata Rave and Clinical Conductor. These systems have taught me how to manage appropriate and correct patient and trial data. I've noticed that EDC is a crucial part of all clinical trials, and monitors are very tedious with the information. So the types of information that is queried has taught me which parts of clinical trials data management is crucial, such as IP logs and patient medical history and ConMeds. Keeping up with these is extremely important for coordinators. So,
tell me how your time in the UNCW Clinical Research Program has prepared you for this position.
From my previous coursework, I've received an abundance of knowledge from starting in like basic classes, just the basics of clinical research, and then advancing to courses involving managing clinical trials, data management, advanced scientific writing, medical terminology, and pharmacotherapeutics and bioanalytics. So these classes, have not just taught me like what clinical research is all about, but what all goes into it and how much more in depth it is. And also my 2-semester-long internship has really given me the most experience with a clinical research site.
And do you have any questions for me, for us?
Yeah, I was wondering what characteristics does a successful person at your organization have? And also, in relation to growth opportunities, could you tell me a little bit about your career ladder at this organization? And lastly, what do you enjoy about your job and what aspects do you find challenging? Thank you so much for your time in this interview. I hope to hear from you soon.